Co-occurring disorders, self-medicating. Tonight on the Sober James podcast, every Wednesday, Monday, Friday, between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern Time. My name is James. I'm an addict in recovery, an alcoholic that is recovering. Am I recovered? We'll talk about it on one of the many podcasts live stream addiction recovery BIM jammers on this channel. Subscribe and hit the bell. Up here you'll see a viewer count. We have 2 people watching. Feel free to chat, people. For this podcast is essentially me as your host and you as my guests. So, co-occurring disorders. Mental disorders plus substance use disorders. Sigma Schwab. What's up, Noah? How are you doing, friend? That reminds me. Let me change the chat box color. Sup, James? Noah says. Wanted to ask you what move should I do? Some people are telling me I have to go to rehab. Others say drug meetings. I don't know which one to do. Do you want to call in, brother? I'm going to turn on the Sober James live stream phone line. If you could make a better... Okay, why don't you call in, Noah? I'll do this. If you can make a better name for the phone line, Noah, viewer, the judgers of me. All right. Vinny Vintage, Jamie Hofstadter, Sigma Schwab. What's up, Jamie? You didn't just miss me. Maria. Shite. Shiza Manelli. That's what I say. I say Shiza Manelli. And nobody can tell I'm swearing because they're like, is he talking about that actor, Liza Minnelli? Or is he cursing in German? Or I don't know what's going on. So I'm just not even gonna fucks with it. What's up, Miss hashtag Holly Ford? Hey, you may have noticed I'm a little high energy. Now I'm going to tell you some things that may blow your little tiny mind. I didn't take Adderall today. I am going to consistently take Adderall. I don't know if I'll ever take Adderall again. I'm going to also tell you that my dopamine regulatory, I think I'm just tempted into saying regulatory every time instead of saying, oh, here he is, Mr. I'm like so stoked right now. Hold on. Let's see who this is.
Call from
Noah.
It's Noah.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
I know what to do. Hello, this is James.
Hey, what's up, James?
What's up, Noah? I'm so happy to hear from you, brother.
I am too.
Yeah, man. So I didn't want to tell anybody what you told me that one day. But if you would like to tell us what's going on, that's cool, man. It's up to you.
Yeah, sure. I mean, 8 days ago, let's see, 8 days ago, I had a fentanyl overdose. It was in the middle of the night, just, picked up some pills and then snorted them and just woke up in the paramedics and Narcaned me 3 times.
Damn. Fentanyl overdose. This is Noah on the line. I think you guys can hear him. Did you guys hear? Can barely hear Noah, they said. I'm going to turn you up, Noah. I don't know if you have to tell it. Yeah, tell it again. Take 2, Noah. Ready, go. I'm going to let my girl out.
All right, so a week ago, I had a fentanyl overdose. And it happened in the middle of the night. I took 2 of these pills, and it was fentanyl apparently. didn't know. But I woke up in the ambulance truck, and they Narcaned me 3 times, and they said that my lips were blue, and I pretty much was dead.
On the precipice. On the precipice of death, on the phone, Noah. Yo.
Yeah, it was scary to wake up to.
I bet, dude.
Yeah, my ear.
Go ahead.
It was weird. It's almost like whenever I woke up, I was pretty confused and couldn't really hear much. It was like a lot of ringing in my ear, and just had people around me saying, "What'd you take, bro?" And it was.
Yeah, because that's your first. That's the first time they've seen you awake, so they have to ask you the most important question.
Yeah, that's the first big consequence I've ever had.
Well, no, this isn't the first consequence you've had, brother. This is like the worst. Did you say?
Like the worst consequence.
Yeah, and let me just tell you this too, man. And I told you this on the last time I think the last time we had this conversation, you had snorted some dust behind your dresser. And I said,
"Oh yeah."
You said, "This is the worst thing I've ever done, man. This is the worst consequence." And I was like, "I'm going to tell you something, Noah. It's going to get worse." And I'm going to tell you that this time too, brother. And I don't mean it'll get worse than this if you continue your use, and if you go on without treating the causes and conditions, beginning recovery and ending relapse. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do that, the shit does get worse. You might wake up without your legs next time, man.
Oh yeah, I mean the doctor literally told me straight up, I'm not going to make it to 25 if I continue on.
Oh well, the doctor doesn't know shit. Who the fuck is he? He's probably by himself.
Yeah, I know.
No, that's a joke. I was just joking. But the truth is, he doesn't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many stories do you hear when somebody comes back and said, "The doctor said 2 years, and here I am 10 years later"?
Yeah.
I don't know why they're rednecks, but dude, I feel for you, man. Holy shit, bro. It's good to have you back. So now I see your first question on the board. Noah, right from death's door, was like, let's read it. Sup, James? Wanted to ask what move I should do. Some people are telling me I have to go to rehab. Others say drug meetings. I don't know which one to do. It's number one, we'll talk about this later, how good it feels to be helping a recovering addict right now. We'll talk about that another time, but let's get to it. People are telling you. You mean your parents?
Yeah, parents, and I have some other phone numbers that recovering alcoholics and stuff. But some of them say, you have to go to rehab or nothing's gonna work.
Well, now you got us too, buddy.
Like you.
Now you got us too. Anybody in earshot of this stream, and there's it'll probably be viewed by 400 people by the end of the month. It's no big number, but they're all addicts with experience and they can relate. And you're helping me right now, and you might be helping whoever hears this. So my bad, dude. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you had them telling you that, and now you're gonna get feedback from us. Now, none of us is God, and none of us knows. You know what I mean? But you will have then had multiple feedbacks from your parents, your people in recovery that you know in real life, and now the people on the Sober James channel.
Yeah, and the worst part is that I don't know the pain that I caused, my mom and my dad, because I was asleep. They apparently I was making death rattling sounds. That's how my mom found me. I was choking on my vomit in my sleep, and my dad tried splashing a big cup of water on me. Didn't wake up at all. Didn't even flinch. Just
bro. So first of all, let's. There's so much to pick apart. First of all, are you okay?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm fine now.
And we could talk about leading up to this relapse. We could talk about the stages of the physical use of fentanyl. So did you know you were using fentanyl?
No, I thought it was perk 30. You know.
A perk 30. So
Yeah, but
all
I didn't
into perk
even
30s out there, just hear this message. Death.
because
Anyway,
it
death is the good scenario if you ask me, but I'm a crazy Polak. But that's my opinion. Death would be a good scenario. The bad scenario, first of all, you woke up, people don't like facing this decision that you're now front and center with is I got to either stop using or die.
yeah, yeah, it's pretty much what I was getting told.
And first of all, I personally think you're lucky. You're 18 years old now, Noah?
Yeah, I'm definitely lucky, I would say.
Bro, people get that message at 50 and 60 and shit with heart attacks, and you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So you get this gift of desperation if you have it yet. We don't know. I mean, Noah is a complicated creature. We don't know how deep Noah goes. You know what I mean? It might take another one of these to convince him, but it takes what it takes. But hopefully, we're at the precipice and we can decide. So it's
but
a decision.
I understand what you mean by nothing is enough. You know, no matter what it is, love, death, it's not enough. And because I got that close to death, the fact that even now I still have thoughts of doing it, it's like it's just not enough, you know?
Mm.
Not that
Well,
I'm planning
yeah,
on
it's not
going
enough.
back.
We're not addicts and alcoholics because we drink and use too much. We're addicts and alcoholics because we can't drink and use enough.
Yeah.
It's not enough. So when is enough enough is the question that was asked of me. You know what I mean? What is it for Noah? What's the answer for Noah? When is enough enough?
Yeah. Just
When
imagining.
is enough enough, Noah? We're all on pins and needles here.
I don't know.
I know. Of course
Well, I
you don't.
guess.
You don't. Of course you don't. And a moment of clarity might hit you tonight, tomorrow, or next month. But of course, you know, we don't know. If we knew, I'm all stoked on this, man. I just got out of this class, and then look, man. So your parents are obviously, and you scared the bejesus out of them, young man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I know. I woke up
Probably.
from that coma. I was a month. I was 2.5 months in a medically induced coma, almost dying multiple times, and my family had to be in and out of the hospital. I just never left, but I had to deal with the remnants of doing that to them, like you were talking about, like how you feel about
traumatizing them.
what your parents just went through. But we'll deal with that later. We gotta first of all, so what's been going on since then?
Well, since then, not much. I mean, I've just been trying. I mean, I don't even really think about it that much.
And when did you overdose on fentanyl?
March 11th.
And today is the day after St. Patty's Day and my girl's birthday.
Yeah.
My girl. But it's the 19th, so it's been a week and a half. What's been going on between you and your parents? Your question to me and the Sober James chat box crew wanted to ask. Some people are telling me I have to go to drug meetings, and some people are telling me I have to go to inpatient rehab. First of all, okay, I'll give my answer. Actually, I saw some people answering in the chat already. Glad you survived. Welcome back, Noah. Good to have you. Narcan sobered me up quick, Glenn said. They had to hit me twice.
Yeah. And actually, what you just said, that comment, whoever wrote that, that's exactly what I got told whenever I woke up. Welcome back. I was like, what? It was just on my bed 5 seconds ago. It felt like anesthesia. It was just like, I was pretty much dead, but had no clue. Just,
Okay, here's the first suggestive feedback from Glenn M. I suggest inpatient rehab, Glenn M. So, and this is the power of groups. This is the power greater than one single addict is the group. So we're going to take Glenn's, we're going to take mine, we're going to take whoever else in earshot has an opinion on whether or not Noah, having had a fentanyl overdose a week and a half ago, should go to inpatient rehab or go to, you said drug meetings? What do you mean by that?
yeah, like,
do you
like,
mean 12-step group?
yeah, like you.
Oh, you should have been that, bro. You should have done that. You should have been done.
Yeah.
I mean, you should have been to one today and every one of the 14 days since.
Well, I was, but stopped. And that's how, boop, relapse.
Now, that's just one opinion, but I'm an addict, an alcoholic that is in recovery and has gone through a lot of this shit. So that's my opinion. Oh man, well, of course you didn't wake up and be like, get me into a fucking Narcotics Anonymous meeting, stat. Of course you didn't do that. You were probably like, you got any more of that fucking methadone?
Yeah.
Or something like that. I don't fucking know. But yeah, thank God you're back. Glenn M suggests inpatient rehab. So you talk to your parents too. So there's two important. This is a family disease, by the way. I'm learning this in this class. This is a family disease, or one mode of view is that addiction is a disease and it is a family disease. I can't remember the
right, because it
now your parents are
everyone
suffering
else.
too. So now I hate to say it, bro, but you're not even relatively a young man. You're a young man, bro. You're like the youngest a man can be with being a
the
man.
first year.
You know what I mean? And that's not demeaning
first
you.
year.
That's like saying, God bless you, man. You have so here's the other thing. You live with your parents. You're under their roof.
Right.
So I would say just because they're affected by this disease as well, they have a say in this as well. So inpatient rehab, what I imagine would be going on their insurance or something like that. I don't know the logistics, and I'm actually training for a position right now that involves not giving advice or diagnosing, but more listening. So why don't you go ahead and tell us more about the situation? So I want to know actually what's been going. What is the dialogue between you and your parents right now?
I mean, they've been lecturing me and stuff. I mean, not lecturing, but they're paranoid. I mean, I can understand.
You said
they're paranoid about.
They're lecturing you and they're paranoid.
Yeah, well, not lecturing, but they're paranoid. You know, like checking in on me and you know, talking to me and all that.
I would say they're vigilant. I would say that they're pretty on the guard about whether or not Noah's going to show up blue and unconscious again.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So.
Yeah, bro, they're fucking shook, bro. Are you kidding me? They're like, next time I open this door, he could be blue and unconscious. He could be dead.
I just so happened to take it at the right time too. I took it. It was late. It was.
You didn't do anything right, young man. You didn't do anything right, and you didn't do anything on the right time, young man. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you. This is actually the first time I've identified with the adults, you know what I'm saying, in my life. I would have been like, yeah, they're fucking paranoid, bro. They're coming in here all the time. Are you on heroin? What are you on?
I'm on the fence.
It's like, look, man, I'm on Sober James channel, and I'm trying to get right here, Mom.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just so happened to take it at 5 a.m, and my mom found me about 2 hours after that. If I were to have taken it the night before, I would have been dead.
You took it at 5 a.m. You were getting ready for a good day.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a good day on that Perk 30, you said?
Yeah. Well, I took a little bit. I took a little bit, like probably around midnight, and then I finished it off at 5 in the morning. And that's whenever I just, overdosed.
Yeah. Yeah,
If I
well,
would,
it
if I
had
would have
fentanyl in
taken
it.
all
So
of it,
I don't know much. I'm not too experienced with, perks and fentanyl and heroin and stuff like that. Thank God I didn't really get the opportunity for all that. But
yeah,
I
it's
do know
terrible.
I've taken Percocets, like, recreationally and excessively. And I don't know about scoring them and shit. But so there's fentanyl in Perk 30s because why? It's cheaper?
No, I got scammed. No, I mean, I spent, I don't even know if I want to tell you how much I spent.
Well, I don't know if this is a dumb question, but I think it's important to address how you overdosed on fentanyl when you thought you were taking a perk.
Okay, because, so they have these like M30s, like these blue pills.
Yeah.
And so that's supposed to be Percocet, but apparently it was pill pressed. So it was pure fentanyl. It wasn't Percocet at all. They just pill pressed it into basically a Percocet pill, but it was pure fentanyl.
Wow.
So it looked like Percocet, but it was fentanyl.
So do they? Well, this is probably a topic for a whole other stream. I'm just, yeah, this is a deep topic. That's a deep topic. So let's get back on the topic of where Noah's at now. So you're looking at a fork in the road. Now, are you serious about this? Are you about to take a turn? Either in my opinion, I'll help you find a, NA. We'll get you an NA all day, AA all day. You know how SJ rolls.
Yeah.
Is AA all day, every day. And
Okay.
I get so, my life becomes so great. I go to, when I start, and we were going to talk about this evening, co-occurring disorders. My life gets so great that I stop taking my medicine. But anyway,
Yeah.
we'll talk about that later. Let's get you, we're going to get you to well, do you want to recover? Where is Noah at? So want to recover. That's like, don't even answer that. That's an impossible question. What does Noah want to do? Where does Noah see Noah in 5 days?
I see myself just having a good day.
All right. A young man.
I don't know.
I get it. All right.
Maybe a nice sunny day.
Well, you're optimistic. I'll give you that. That's a good thing, man. That's a strong attribute. You're gonna make it, bro. So inpatient means there's money involved, and you have to find inpatient. I got videos on this channel, Sober James, inpatient rehab, inpatient addiction treatment centers, Sober James. Search it if you need to hear it, but I'll tell you the short version. If you're in Fort Lauderdale, watch out, they'll fucking scam you. But no, that's not. That a lot of addiction centers are just scams for money. $30,000 to start. That's the base model of like treatment center, but it goes way up. I don't know, So they're going to be taking you to 12-step meetings. Now, I don't think. Here's another one. Favor, Faces and Voices of Recovery, brother. Let's look it up. What's your area? What's your zip code?
What, my zip code?
Yeah.
Um.
Well, actually, don't say unless you just really don't. Say a city near.
Okay. No. I'll say it. 62040.
Sorry, I still type with two fingers like a second grader.
That's how I type too. I don't type with all my fingers.
Okay, so that might do it. I love AI. I love AI so much. I I don't give a fuck. I hope AI eliminates humans. I hate humans. But I love AI, bro. These new Google searches are off the chain. AI just comes back with like infinite research and sums it up. Here is the best bet on your answer.
In 2 seconds.
I know, it's fantastic. I love AI, you know, and I hope it finishes us off. We had our run. The dinosaurs were here longer than we are. But we're dumber than the dinosaurs, so we're not going to last much longer. Anyway, so
humans are one of the dumbest.
I'm looking for favor. Let's see. Favor. Let's say a city near you.
City near me. Like a town or a city?
Just a city that you would go to for like a show or like an appointment.
St. Louis.
All right. Is it spelled Luis? Favor.
L-O-U-I-S, yeah.
I-S. Okay, boom. So let's see. I can't believe it's so hard to do things in front of people. I'm doing this in front of anybody. I don't even know how to do a Google search like in front of people. Favor St. Louis. I don't know. It didn't. Oh wait, there it is. No. All right. Well, I'm of no help. I guess you just give up. I don't know. Run, kill yourself. I'm just fucking with you.
Just go kill yourself.
My point was, favor is another conduit of recovery from addiction and trauma and stuff. That is an outpatient thing. It's not even, you don't pay for it. It's just you go to an all recovery meeting at noon. And I know, hold on here. Let me try this. Is there FAVOR in St. Louis? Yes, Favor Delivery operates in St. Louis, offering same-day delivery. What is Favor Delivery? That'd be wild as shit if it said. Favor Delivery is a service where a person in recovery shows up at your door and takes you through the intricate and wild journey of sobriety and recovery. Anyway, I'm on some shit. But looks like Favor Delivery is in St. Louis. I'm not sure if Favor, which is Faces and Voices of Recovery, are in St. Louis. I don't know. But my point is, you do a Google search and you check that out. There's also Celebrate Recovery. I've heard you talk from the point of a believer in God, I think. Maybe your family's Christian.
Yeah.
If I'm just talking out my ass, let me know, because...
No, you're not.
I think I heard you mention church or beliefs before.
Well, yeah, they don't go to church, but they're Christian.
Yeah, so there's Celebrate Recovery. So are they active at all in all of this? Are they like looking at different ways that you can come at this problem?
I mean, I tried asking for, like an NA meeting or an AA meeting, and they said yeah, but just that was pretty much it.
You asked if he could give you a ride?
Yeah, I asked my mom.
And what'd she say?
She said sure, but I don't know when.
Yeah, you don't know anything. You don't even fucking know. So you need somebody, a sponsor type dude. Do you know any friends in recovery? Do you have any friends that go to these meetings?
No.
Now there's a good void. There's a fucking excellent void. We're gonna get you some comrades. We're gonna get you some comrades in recovery, brother. Right in your face. Now, You may be like, I don't want any friends. Friends are scary. I don't want to meet any people. Fuck people. And you might just like want to slam the door and go use. But
Well, that's self-isolating, and
yeah,
that's what I love doing.
yeah, that's what your natural state has been since your overdose. That was like the first, or around the first, or the 11th.
Yeah, the 11th.
So yeah, bro. Tomorrow's a new day, and we got to connect you with a real life person that you can have the phone number to. Holly, can you, or JV, or anybody really? I'm ADHD. I can't really type and hold the stream at the same time right now. I'll learn.
Yeah.
But Holly, can you look up, or JV, or Maverick Capitalist, or Teddy Bear, or can somebody look up the NA hotline number? NA hotline number. AA hotline. AA's got a hotline. So it'll be na.org/hotline. Or St. Louis Favor. St. Louis Favor. FAVOR. And maybe we're looking for solutions. We're looking for options for Noah, who's in and around the area of St. Louis, Missouri. Hey, have you ever been to the Ozarks?
Yes, Lake of the Ozarks, yeah.
You went to Lake of the Ozarks, bro. Isn't that in Missouri?
Yeah, that's in Missouri.
Oh, man, I watched Ozark, and I'm like, I got to go to the Lake of the Ozarks. And I know it's not really filmed.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's cool, but, I mean, it's kind of just like a party town.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's good. Where there's a party town, there's need for recovery, and we as humans have evolved, so there's spots for recovery. That means there's a recovery community with people your age, bro. You don't know how many attractive people of the sex that you are attracted to are going to be in recovery. Dude, you're going to we got to get you a comrade in recovery. Okay, so here we go. JV says, for immediate support, you can also dial 211 in the U.S. to connect with local substance abuse helplines. This is something that you could just do. You know what I mean? After the stream or something, you could just be like, yeah, I overdosed and I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? And if it gets awkward and it gets weird, just hang up on it and just be like, that was way too awkward and weird. I'll call back in a few. You know what I mean?
So it's not like
do you have a screen in front of you, Noah, that you could bring up na.org? Because I know they have Zoom meetings you can go to, which they're kind of like this, but it's way more powerful because it's a power greater than me. You know what I'm saying? I put this stream together. This is about my journey and how we can help and blah, blah, blah. But NA has a history of fucking. So you could go to an NA Zoom meeting, I'm sure, just like you could go to a AA Zoom meeting. Although, bro, you got to get amongst your people. You have people now, Noah. Your people are addicts and alcoholics. And, well, you know, these are the cards you were dealt, buddy. And let me tell you something. The good news is these are all your new friends. The bad news is these are all your new friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's what.
But I'm glad. I'm glad that I found this channel.
He's like, there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is these are all your new friends and family. The bad news is
the bad news is that your drug dealer. The bad news is that your drug dealer has never really been your friend.
Oh well, we already knew that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, I mean sometimes, but you know, it's business.
Yeah.
And it's an ugly business. And so okay, so what did we get back on? Let me see. Maverick Capitalist has been to Lake of Ozark parties 2002. 319 group has 24/7 meetings. So is 319 the area code?
I'm not too sure, actually.
Mine is None of your business.
It might be 319.
I don't know, but this comment from Glenn M says 319 group has 24/7 meetings. So a lot of these none your business. No, a lot of these I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. This is fun, yo. See, this is what they told me. This is why the 12th step is the 12th step, carry the message. Because I don't think an addict that hasn't worked the steps couldn't handle this fucking joy and ecstaticism. This is like the new drug, bro. A drug addict's new drug is now helping other drug addicts. That's the boom. That's it right there. That's the bottom line. My new drug of choice is helping alcoholics and addicts. Bottom line. So anyway, enough about me. You know, I'll talk about me for like, but okay. So we can't leave it. Noah, you're still kind of sick, like in the head, like we all are, you know. But you're on the precipice. You probably still. My fucking. Are you physically detoxed from all of that?
Yeah. Somehow I didn't even really go through much of a detox. I don't know how. I mean, I went through some, but I mean, I'm fine now.
I mean, you basically were born again into a hospital scenario. So they had, you know, a banana bag, an IV, and folic acid and on you and shit, and you were just basically born again. So like, you were reborn. Yeah, so that's the good news. You're not on anything. You're probably
they gave me that you know, that blue bag, or what's it called? It's like a blue bag that they gave me. I just throw up in it.
Oh, here Glenn M says no detox with Narcan. Oh man, so okay, this would be a good thing to be able to connect you with Glenn. Glenn seems to have been through a lot of this shit. This is very important. I didn't know. This means Glenn could help you. If he was near you, that'd be even better.
That's probably the reason why I didn't go through any detox.
Narcan. Yeah, that's what Glenn said.
Yeah, I had it 3 times. So.
Yeah, he said earlier in the comments they had to hit him twice with it. So he could. How can we connect you guys? Glenn's in California.
Well, he's like 2 days away from me.
Yeah, and he's probably way too cool for any of us anyway. Fuck you, Glenn. No, I'm just kidding, Glenn.
In California.
California, man. We all want to be in California, Glenn. You didn't have to drop that on us. My man's coming back from death, and he's in Missouri. I mean, you know what I mean? Say that to somebody in Missouri. I mean, don't kick a man while he's down, Glenn. All right. Now, I'll probably think of it after the stream, but there's got to be a way of connecting you guys anonymously to where only the two of you are connected, but not the rest of us on the internet. It could be in the chat. Maybe your email. Maybe I have an email it's more of a professional email that Glenn, if you got one, you could put it on the screen for old Noah right there. Glenn retired in California. I take it, Glenn, you're recovered from all that Narcan business and opioid perks and all that business. If Glenn's recovered, a healthy person now after experiencing similar situations as you, Noah, I suggest you connect with him and over the phone talk and see where it goes. Because if I was a recovering opioid addict, I would want to end up recovered in California like Glenn. So I would be like, and Glenn says I'm recovered. So I'd be like, Glenn, what do? I'm 18 years old and that just happened to me. What do you suggest doing? How did you do it maybe? And of course it's up to Glenn, you know, whether or not to, and now the pressure's on him. So I'm sorry, Glenn, to put the entire pressure on you like that. But I myself, you know, and that was Glenn also suggested inpatient rehab, if I'm not mistaken, earlier. And I'm sorry, I haven't been reading a lot. I haven't been able to read the comments, but we'll Well, yeah, John Venturini, thanks for the assistance, all of you, number one. And he says dial 211 in the U.S. Now, this is the kind of shit I've done in the depths of like alcohol, drunkenness, where I couldn't even operate my phone. Like I was so out of it, malnourished and drunk, like way past alcohol poisoning and shit like that. That's the kind of shit I needed. Is just dial 211 is what I would have did. You know what I mean? Or there's probably an alcohol version. But just don't dial 911 because I did.
Yeah, yeah, because then they'll actually show up.
I literally couldn't think, bro. My brain was fucked up from dehydration, malnourishment, and months and months and months of drinking. So I didn't know how to do anything. So I called an ambulance on myself in Fort Lauderdale and fucking. I was like, all right, I need to go to fucking detox. I know that. I'm bringing my guitar and this plant. In the ambulance, they brought me to a psych ward. They ended up taking my shoelaces, the guitar, the plant, and everything. And I made it to detox. But my point is, it doesn't matter how you get there. You just fucking get there, bro. But you're not that desperate. You're not that in bad shape right now. You got your shelter and you got your parents. I'm not really clear on how much they're going to be involved. We could get down to the nitty gritty and just be like, will they pay for rehab?
Right. Yeah. I mean, just depends how much money it is, but I mean, the doctor that talked to my mom, pretty much. I mean, I didn't like the things that he said. He pretty much just ripped us off. He pretty much said, yeah, he's pretty much gonna go back to what he's doing. You know, rehab's not worth it, so just carry on, pretty much. Kind of had attitude.
All right. Well, it's he's scared, man. You know what I mean? So let me just think here, because I've had a hell of a day, and I've just been super stoked on this class and fucking life and shit, and that you're still alive. So let me. Glenn said he will share his email with you. That's a step, but I think there's something we're missing, and I think what's missing is what does Noah want to do, and what is Noah going to do?
Well, I don't know what I want to do, but no. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but what I want is stop obsessing.
You want to stop
and
obsessing?
And stop doing drugs. Yeah.
All right. I think this is why Glenn. I think Glenn already knew your answer because he repeated rehab. He's suggesting rehab, and this is Glenn, according to his comments and what I've heard from him before, has experience in this stuff. Plus, he's retiring in California, bro. I'd ask him how to get all the way to California.
Yeah.
Anyway, but he's saying
Should I go on plane or should I drive?
No, I'm saying how do I get all the way to retirement in California? That it's just He's saying this. Your first step though is rehab, then aftercare, which is like inpatient, outpatient rehab, and then local NA meetings with a local NA sponsor. Boom. I would agree with that. That's coming from someone who has recovered from the same thing that you're going through. They hit you 3 times with Narcan. They hit Glenn 2 times. You know what I'm saying? It's virtually the same situation. And he has success. And he has decades. If he's retired, he's in his 70s. He has probably, triple decade experience with what you could take his experience to heart and not have to live it the next 30 years. If you take Glenn's 30 years of hell with opioid addiction or whatever it is, or 20 years or whatever it is, and listen to it and take it to heart, then you can actually skip living what he went through and go straight to the recovery at 18, in your 20s, bro. If you're in your 20s doing this shit, bro, when Noah starts coming to life, recovering, becoming a human being that isn't, reward based and addicted, you'll start to develop in your 20s, bro. You're gonna be a fucking whatever you want to be in life. It's yours.
I'll be a mafia boss.
What's that?
I'm gonna be a mafia boss.
You can if you want to be a mafia boss, you could do that. You could get all the motherfucking you could get all the family in rehabs.
Yeah.
You know some of the motherfuckers are drunks, and they just shoot them. They don't even if Jimmy's addicted to heroin, take him out back. I'm sorry, I'm sick of these heroin shenanigans. Take him out back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'd be able to get away with decades of narcotic use as much as Glenn has, because these days he's fentanyl and everything. I mean,
he's 57, bro. Glenn is 57. Started at 9 with PCP, cocaine.
holy crap! At
opium.
9?
Didn't get sober until 55. 9 at PCP. Now hold on. Now
That's 46 years.
hold on.
That's 46 years of drug use.
I just realized we're talking to a random person on the internet, and I don't know Glenn. And he just claimed to start at age of 9 with the PCP and cocaine habit. So, yeah, I don't know, Glenn. I don't know about a PCP use at 9, bro. PCP was his first drug. Now, just because we can't hear Glenn doesn't mean we shouldn't believe him. Because, like, I know I was doing some crazy shit. At 9, I probably, yeah. Anyway,
I think whenever I was 9, I was eating birthday cake.
Yeah, I was throwing down on that birthday cake. I'd be like licking the icing. I'd be snorting the icing and shit, bro. Sugar is the original
Put it in your
drug.
eyelid.
I gotta let my dog in. Hold on. Well, there you have it. I don't know if he put his. I didn't see his email, but Glenn recommends. But the reason I paused earlier was I was thinking we never established what Noah's going to do. What is in Noah's head? Where is Noah at right now? What is Noah going to do? There's no, Noah might not even be doing it. You might not even want to recover.
I'm just thinking of today, right now. I'm not thinking about the future. So I don't really know what I want to do, but I know I have to stop because I faced a really bad consequence, meaning it most likely will happen again if I keep going.
Well, Miss, here, I'm going to say this is an anonymous opinion because I don't know if this person says Noah has gone from drinking to gas station Adderall to perks, to perk 30s in months. He's 17 and bored. I would try anything at 17 too, this person says. He needs.
I'm 18 now.
He needs structure and accountability. I think sober living and having to attend meetings would be best. He is still young and can learn healthy habits. Why would he need inpatient rehab if he's not currently using?
And see, that's the whole thing. I'm getting those like two responses of, no, you shouldn't go to inpatient. Yeah, you should. That's why I asked you. Because he's
also,
right. I'm not.
Went to Oxford House. Was much harder than rehab, says this person says. They had weekly meetings. You have to have a job, attend a certain number of meetings a week, and have a sponsor. Rehab is la la land. Sober living is like real world experience. They teach you how to live again. This is excellent. This is excellent to know. She's right. Inpatient rehab is la la land. We all want to go there. It's fucking resort. I had a Super Bowl party in one of mine. There was a makeout session in another. But listen, it's expensive, number one. Some people call it 30 grand for a big book or a NA book, Narcotics Anonymous book. I'm a person
that's a lot of money.
I'm a person in 12-step recovery. This anonymous addict just expressed her opinion after being to an Oxford house, which is I think I take her to mean as it's a halfway house. They call it a halfway house for a reason. One I can think of is you're halfway in the grave and you're halfway out. The choice is yours, buddy. It's do or die.
Yeah.
But I've been to a couple halfway houses, but don't go to one in fucking Fort Lauderdale, I'll tell you that.
In Fort Lauderdale. Yeah.
Oh, shit, because there will be bed bugs and there will be addicts that are stealing your medicine. There will be another one with 2 knives in his boot.
They have some needles in their arms.
This motherfucker had 2 knives in his boot. Oh, my God. I said, tell him to check his boot. He ain't coming back in here. Tell him to check his boot. I was on the 2nd floor. And
okay, hold on.
He's like, I don't have a knife. I don't have a knife. I don't know what that fucking crazy guy's talking about. And I'm like, tell him to check his boot. And they're just like, will you remove your boot? 2 fucking knives. One was a switchblade. Another was like this hunting knife. He's like, right after he said, I don't have a knife. I'm like, yeah, he's not coming back in here. That was I was living in a pawn shop above a pawn shop in a halfway house. All it was, oh man. Anyway, I'll tell that story another time. But anyway, I told that story to make a point. The point is, you got to be careful with scams. Rehabilitation from addiction is a $1 billion yearly industry, and there's crooked scamsters out there. So Mike says Medicaid, halfway house, mine's I stayed at 5+ months. Depends on the counselors and how good they are. So I still think all of this comes back down to where is Noah at right now? What is Noah getting ready to do? And why are my dogs having a WWE match on my leather couch? That's all right. It's their couch. I let them. But what is Noah going to do? How invested is Noah's parents in his now recovery, coming back from an overdose on fentanyl? Noah on the phone. Thanks for calling and telling your story, buddy, man. I would definitely that's where I keep coming down to where is Noah and what is Noah willingness. It comes down to the question of what is Noah willing to do right now. Yeah, that's the question. What is Noah willing to do? We can say starting tomorrow with research on NA meetings near me, getting to an NA meeting tomorrow. It could be as simple as that. One NA meeting in person. Your mom said she'd take you, so she takes you. It hasn't happened yet, so it's this looming fear, scary thing that hasn't happened yet. I did a scary thing today that hadn't happened, and it's been needing to happen for months and months, and I finally did it and fucking got it out of the way, and fucking it happened, and now it's not so scary. It's probably one of the reasons I feel so elated today. So is Noah gonna make a power move tomorrow and go to an NA meeting? Glenn also suggests inpatient rehab first, then inpatient outpatient rehab, and then also just all the time. If I may add to, I think Glenn would probably agree, all the time, NA or AA or NA. It depends, NA. I would say NA, bro. You overdosed.
Yeah.
You're going to find all kinds of people in there you can relate to. And Glenn, I don't know, he said, here's my email, but he didn't put it up on the screen. Then he said he was like running around the streets of LA at age of 9 on PCP, like Smokey from next Friday or Friday.
How do you even find PCP at 9?
Well, let's
actually,
let's not demean Glenn's experience because that might be
well,
a
no,
100%
I'm
true.
not. I'm just
And
I'm just
we
curious.
might be the fools. We might be the fools saying that's not true when it absolutely is because I've watched
No, I
people.
believe it. I believe it. I just
Yeah.
want to know how.
Yeah.
At that young.
Yeah, maybe. So yeah, that at 9, it just it conjures visions of comedic. You know, it just it's funny what I envision when somebody tells me they were using a PCP at 9. I'm like, well, that's a badass. Number one, he just had to. If he's 57 now and he was using PCP at 9, he's just a badass. By this, he was a badass by 15. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was probably a badass as soon as he came out that PCB trip at 9. But
Probably.
yeah. So, but he was making some good points that are consistent with what I would call good ideas, which is inpatient, outpatient. Now, a anonymous alcoholic that is listening to the stream, or an anonymous person, addict. She identified as being an addict that has been to halfway houses and had better experience with halfway houses. If she wants me to identify her, I can. Just let me know if you want me to. But so far, it's just an addict that has been in a situation like yourself and has had better experiences with halfway houses because rehabs will rip you off and they're cake. They're cake, bro. You go to 30 days. They take you in the druggy buggy 3 times a day to fucking different meetings. NA here. You go to an NA and there's a bunch of other people that don't want to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's cake.
Oh.
There was a pool.
Yeah, I forgot.
So what's up, Queso? So yeah.
I also forgot to mention the reason why I ended up going back to opioids. I actually was like a week. I had like a week off of it. My plan was not to go back to it, but I ended up doing some meth, which I don't recommend anyone doing. By the way, it's a terrible, terrible, terrible experience. But I was trying to come down off of it, and so that's why I bought the pills. It helped me come down from it, but made me overdose.
Yeah.
Nah, meth is just terrible. I mean, you're just staring at a wall all night.
Yeah.
And you're like doing stuff with your with your teeth, and you're like,
your young body is brand new, bro. It's toddlers are indestructible, and fucking then we grow up and we have to live through teenage years, so we're pretty well adapted to taking bumps on the head and shit. So you're taking all this and you have a fresh brain too. I'm no zombie or anything. I'm not talking about fresh brains and shit, but you have a brand new fresh brain that hasn't gone through all the fucking shit of that life has thrown at you yet. So you get to make a decision here and with a fairly fresh brain. So
came back from the grave.
Yeah, bro. Fresh brain, bro. You got a fresh body and a fresh brain, bro. And you're experiencing consequences that could be described as bottoms, just dire, desperate. So
yeah,
it's up to you, bro. You know what I mean? It's up to you what you're going to do tomorrow. And you could rewatch the stream, and I know I probably missed a lot of the comments. There's a lot of good feedback. Mike says, in my state, if you're a halfway house while you're in rehab, you're in a halfway house while you're in rehab, and it's free. There are more people doing it for free lodging than actually want to recover. Like I said, people that don't want to be there and shit. And you got to stick with the people that do. This is a good channel for it. I mean, anybody that voluntarily watches this channel can't be for shits and giggles. It's got to be because they need some fucking contact with recovery and sobriety. You got to when you go into wherever you go tomorrow, because you are going tomorrow.
should. They should be.
Bro, it's as simple as
I
that.
am.
I would go to an NA meeting in person, have your mom drive you. She'll be elated to hear that, I'm sure, and do it. And
I hope.
I know it takes balls, bro, for the both of you, her and you. And
No,
but-
I mean, I want it.
well, good. Fucking go to an NA, or Glenn says a halfway house. Go do a halfway house. Then local NA. Local NA sponsor with a halfway house. You're 18. This is a chance to take your life by the horns and just be anything you want to be, bro. Like starting now, you could look up halfway houses in St. Louis and find a reputable one involved in active recovery and start there. Your parents will get behind that because they're like, thank God he's out of the house.
Yeah, probably.
No, I don't know.
Well,
That's
yeah.
just-
Well, they won't have to. They won't have to feel all paranoid.
Well, it's a disease that affects everyone surrounding the addict, the family too. It's a family disease. So like they're hurting too. Trust me. I don't know how they are,
Yeah,
what
they're-
personalities they have, but they're hurting too. Their Noah was damn near fucking the color of the blue book and dead.
Yeah.
So they're hurting too.
Well, they're probably more hurt than me.
I say do the damn thing, young man. That's what I say. I say take another addict's experience and he says go to a halfway house. This anonymous alcoholic or anonymous addict who has experience with perks and opiates and halfway houses says halfway houses, not rehabs. And I agree as well. And I've been to 3 rehabs and a couple halfway houses momentarily. And I agree. Go to a halfway house. So tomorrow,
Yeah, I think.
or tonight, what are you going to be doing?
Well, tonight I'm probably planning on just vaping and going to bed.
Did you say baking?
Vaping.
Oh, vaping and going to bed. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like-
it beats the fentanyl.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Vape your vape, dude. Vape your vape. I thought you said baking. I was like, this guy is past a halfway house. He's at like a 3/4 house. He's already he's got hobbies and shit. He's already almost recovered if he's baking.
Yeah, I'm baking. I'm becoming a chef.
Yeah, bro. If you were baking, bro, I'd be like, teach me how to recover, Noah.
Come on over. I'm making some whatever.
Whatever bakers bake. Yeah, bake
Got
your
some
vape
rosemary.
and fucking.
And then,
Well, that wasn't, you know what I'm saying. I don't know. Casually look up halfway houses is what I would do tonight, Noah. It's been a blessing to fucking hear you're back from the dead, bro, and a pleasure to be able to have the conversation of recovery with you. We're going to wrap this stream up, though, brother. Have yourself a good night and Godspeed, man. It's your decision what you're going to do.
right. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a great call. Man, it would have never happened if I would have died, it would have never happened. So, I mean, it's great.
Glenn says inpatient rehab and halfway house. Take a look at this at the stream if you missed it, Noah. To see what all the people say. But we're all glad you're back, and yeah, man. That's that. Let's wrap it up.
Glad to be back.
You can say it if you want. Nah, you can't say it, bro. You haven't even been to rehab yet.
Well, what do you want to say?
No, you can't say it. I'll say it.
Hold
Here,
on.
let me let you go.
What were you going to say?
And I'll wrap it up.
All right, hold on. I'll say, keep it real, keep it clean, keep doing the damn thing.
Yeah, I didn't even hear it because you haven't done any of one of those 3 things just yet. You have by being here. I'm not, but yes, do the damn thing, Noah. I'm sure we all agree.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Say it again. Fucking say it again. I'll end the stream on that. We're gonna. All right, everybody. It's been a pleasure, and I'll let Noah take us away.
All right. Well, it's been an honor talking to all of you, and keep it real, keep it clean, and keep doing the damn thing. Never give up.